Hello traders, you're welcome to this video and I especially welcome you back to the Forex Geek channel. In this particular video, we are going to be discussing the trend enforcer indicator. Alright, so the trend enforcer indicator is an indicator that helps traders to identify trend directions and spot key trading opportunities. I'm going to add the indicator to the chart right away so that we can properly explain how the indicator looks like and how to make use of the indicator as well. All right, so it's the trend enforcer indicator. Okay, so this is how the trend enforcer indicator looks like. All right, so the indicator is quite an interesting indicator. In addition to the signals given to you by these bars, the red and blue bars on the indicator window, the trend enforcer indicator also tells you the general direction of the trend. Okay, as you can see here, it says long. It shows that it's a bullish trend, right? As you can see, if you go to a shorter time frame, we're going to be looking at the prevailing trend. As you can see here, in this case, it says short because this is the prevailing trend on the 4-hour time frame. On the 1-hour time frame, the prevailing trend is also short. On the 30 minutes time frame is also short. 15 minutes time frame, the prevailing trend is long, as you can see. On the 5 minutes time frame, prevailing trend is long. On the 1 minute time frame, prevailing trend is long. So whether you are a scalper or a day trader or a swing trader, you can be able to use this indicator effectively because the indicator will not only help you identify good entry points, it will also show you the general direction of the trend. So even a complete beginner can make use of it. So apart from the general direction of the trend, or apart from knowing the general direction of the trend, these bars here help you to identify precise entry points. Okay, for example, whenever you have a series of red bars, just know that it's indicating a sell momentum. All right, it shows that there is sell pressure in the market. All right, so when the bars change from red to blue, it's a sign that bullish momentum is coming in. All right, so you can enter a buy, and once you enter a buy trade, you can set your stop loss below the previous swing low, and then you can actually decide to set your take profit at resistance zones, resistant levels, or you can decide to wait for when the color of the bars change back to red. Okay, so in the case of a sell, when you have the color of the bars change from blue to red, it shows that there is bearish momentum coming in. So it's a sign to enter a sell trade, right? After you enter a sell trade, you can set your stop loss above the nearest swing high, and then for your take profit, you can actually decide to use support zones, right? Support zones for your exit. Or you can decide to wait for when the color of the trend enforcer indicator bars change to blue. When that happens, you can then exit yourself. So whichever method you decide to use, make sure you always pay attention to risk management. All right, it's very important to pay attention to risk management because even if you know how to do proper analysis, but you cannot manage your risk effectively, you might not end up being successful in the long run. Okay, so that's the reason why it's important to always pay attention to good risk management. So for example, whenever you enter a sell, and you set your stop loss. Make sure that your take profit target is at least times 2 of your stop loss. Okay, and your calculations should be done before you even enter the trade. You must have already calculated your stop loss and potential target before you enter the trade. After you have done the calculations and you find out that your risk to reward ratio is good enough, you can then enter the trade. For example, let's say we were about to enter this sell right after we got the signal. The signal came around here. So we calculate our potential stop loss level. Okay, so we can see that there is actually a support here. This was a trend line. This was a bullish trend, right? This was a bullish trend. It was a bullish trend, and then we had a breakout, and there was a retest, and then price began to come down. And as we can see, based on this rejection here, we actually had a support zone here, and this support was broken, and we had a retest and a continuation. So when you want to enter a sell, given the current conditions here in the market, you could have considered setting stop loss above this breakout point or above this high. But your risk to reward ratio should determine where you set your stop loss, so long as that stop loss is set at an appropriate place. Okay, and appropriate places to set stop losses are above resistance zones. All right. So if we set our stop loss here, we might not have a good risk to reward ratio, because that's going to be about 1125 pips, and potential profit target is going to be about 1680 pips. So it's not up to 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. It's not up to, because I recommend minimum of 1 to 2. But in this case, if we are to use a tight stop loss just above this breakout point, we are going to be having a good risk to reward ratio, risking about 500 pips to potentially make about 1600 pips. So that's like 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. But make sure you always get your confirmations right. Make sure that your stop loss levels are at appropriate levels, above resistance zones for a sell or below support zones for a buy. So in this case, we had a buy signal here. So we would have considered entering a buy, setting stop losses below the previous swing low, and then for our take profit, we can either decide to use resistance zones, or can wait for the color of these bars to change to red. So in this case, if we had entered a buy here, waiting for this to change to red, we are still going to be in a buy trade up till now. And it seems as if the price is about to go back up, because we are having higher lows forming here, higher lows and higher highs. So we're actually having a bullish structure formation. This is a bullish channel. So if you had entered a buy around here, this bullish channel can give you some level of confidence that we are still likely going to see an upward move. Okay, unless if you had exited at this resistance. But remember, like I said, before you even enter the trade, calculate your risk to reward ratio first. So if you had checked your entry point, compared it to where your stop loss would be, about 1000 pips, and then your potential target, if this resistance is what you're targeting for your take profit, then you shouldn't have entered this trade at all. Because if you are risking about 1000 pips and your target is not 2000 pips minimum, then you shouldn't enter inside and shouldn't enter the trade, right? But if we had a better stop loss level, right? If we had a better stop loss level, it's because the signal came at this point. Had it been the signal had come here, it would have been a better place for an entry. Okay, but the signal came late, right? The signal came late. So I think it would have been better to just stay out of the trade for the purpose of risk management. All right. So I hope you understand how to employ risk management in your trading. It doesn't mean that you must always trade. It's better to preserve your capital than to enter rash trades and end up losing some money. All right. So that is it for this video. Remember that the trend enforcer indicator gives you the general view of the market, whether it is going long or going short. And then these bars give you precise entry points. When you have the red color change to the blue, it's a buy signal. When you have the blue color change to the red, it's a sell signal. When you have a series of red bars, it shows that there is sell momentum. When you have a series of blue bars, it shows there is buy momentum. I hope you found this video insightful. Kindly like and subscribe for more trading insights. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on more trading videos like this. In the meantime, thank you for watching and happy trading.